Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampofleigh.com, stamping demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me on today's video. This is the card that is the inspiration for today's project, and I will be changing this up just a little bit, but before we get to that, just a reminder that my November PDF tutorial features the Garden Meadow bundle, and what that is you can receive a PDF file that features 5 cards using this bundle, and this bundle is a new online exclusive. So the PDF has pictures for 5 cards, a list of the material used, dimensions for cutting of the material, and step-by-step directions on how to assemble those cards. So you can get that free with a $25 purchase using November's code, host code, and all this information is listed right below this video on my blog. If you're watching this from my YouTube channel, in the description box, there is a link you can copy and paste that will take you to my blog, Stamp with Leigh, and you will find all that information. So again, this is the card that is the inspiration. This was a card at a recent class I had. So what we're going to do is we're going to recreate this, but we're using this piece of designer series paper from the All About Autumn because I didn't have any more of this left. So I mean, it's still going to be a great card with all the pretty leaves. I love this designer series paper because it is just, I mean, it's picture perfect because that's what it is. Our greeting here, A Harvest of Blessings, is from the Pick of the Patch stamp set. And that is also, this is also offered as a bundle because it has a punch that coordinates with one of the pumpkins. So what I have started with is a piece of very vanilla cardstock. It's 5.5 by 8.5. I have folded it in the center, and I don't remember if I burnished it with the bone folder or not, but I just now have. So I have that. And what I did is I took a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I used the deckled rectangle dies to make a frame. And then I ran that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss with the Distressed Tile embossing folder. Love that folder. So what I'm going to do, if I can pick stuff up, is take my tape runner, and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this. Sometimes when you use an embossing folder with your cardstock, some adhesive wants to tear and rip at that. If yours doesn't work, just always use your liquid, Tombow liquid multi-purpose adhesive. All right, so what I'm going to do this from the front instead of the back, so I can just make sure that I get everything in there. There we go. And then this is so simple. I'm going to get that get my adhesive out again. And I'm going to put this onto my card base. So I've got this all around near the edge. And I'm just going to put some adhesive in the center. Hopefully I can get this in the center of my card base. Yeah, that would probably look really pretty popped up too behind there with dimensionals. I just not thought of it. Okay, so on this one, I have the Harvest of Blessings stamp, and that was stamped with the, that was stamped with the copper clay. But you know what? This still has the copper clay in it, but I'm wondering if I want to use Moody Mauve, because some of these, that's the color in some of these leaves on here. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's do Moody Mauve instead. So I've got my Moody Mauve. I want to say Moody Blue. The Elvis song. It's not Moody Blue. It's Moody Mauve. Oh, I do that. I call the Bubble Bath, the new Bubble Bath ink, I call it bubble gum. Oh, what I'm almost going to forget. What I have is a very, very narrow strip of very vanilla cardstock, and I have my Banner's Pick Punch, and I've already punched one end. And on this, you usually want to punch before you stamp. That way you know exactly where you're stamping. All right, so I've got that little flagged banner die. I have my stamp. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do this or if I mess it up. Hopefully I'm not going to mess it up. Okay. Ooh, looks pretty good. All right. So I think I am going to like this better in the Moody Mauve instead of the Copper Clay. Copper Clay went really well with that, but I think I'm going to like this better. All right, so what I'm going to do in the back of here is put some mini dimensionals. And what I did on this one is, that is just some linen thread that I just sort of coiled around there. But I'm not going to do that on this one. I have already die cut some leaves from the Chic dies. That coordinates with the Season of Chic stamp set. The Chic dies. So I have just die cut some of those in copper, copper clay, and the Moody Mauve. So I'm going to again put my greeting on a little angle, and I might. Okay, so let me get some. Let me get a piece of my silicone mat, and I'm just going to put some multi-purpose liquid adhesive on this. I usually end up being all fingers. Let's take it from this end. So I'm going to grab it with my tweezers, because yeah, I don't. Okay, and while that sort of sets up to dry, I'm just going to put a block on there. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Again, you don't need, if you're not sure with what to do with the liquid adhesive, you really do not need a whole lot. You just need enough to get some on there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, again, put my block on there to hold that down. Well, I get my liquid glue on the back of this one. And like I said, again, it's just little tiny dots. This is the Tombow in here. In case you haven't seen me use this before, I just bought these very fine tip bottles to put it in there. It's a lot easier to control when you just need a teeny tiny dot of it. Okay, do I want that one too? Because I think I'm going to put this one down here. And I don't like how that much is sticking out at the bottom. So I'm just going to snip some off of that end. Put that right there. When we're done, that's it. So again, this is the one that we did at a class. And it's the All About Autumn Designer Series paper. And that was the pumpkin design. And this one is the leaves, because I had none of that left. And then I took, to keep with the theme of the leaves, I die cut some leaves. Again, I could have kept the same greeting with a different Designer Series paper and used my linen thread again, but I wanted to try something different. So just shake it up a little bit. So again, thank you for stopping by to watch my video. Have a great day. Bye.